This is the Relaxe Zero Gravity SL Track Massage Chair. Within a few minutes of my first session, the tension along my lower back eased in a way I usually only get after a professional massage, and my shoulders felt lighter than they had all week. It is a full-body massage chair designed for people who sit for long stretches, deal with recurring neck or back tightness, or want a reliable way to relax at home without scheduling appointments. I use it at the end of long editing days, after workouts when my hamstrings and lower back are cranky, and on chilly evenings when I want heat and steady pressure without thinking about it. The design matters more than I expected. It looks like real furniture, not a medical device. The two-tone fabric has a warm brown base with subtle gold accents that read more like a high-end lounge chair than a gadget. The synthetic leather sections feel soft but sturdy, and the contrast between the smooth panels and the slightly textured areas keeps it from looking plasticky. The cushioning is supportive rather than squishy, so I do not sink in and lose contact with the rollers. The headrest is padded and breathable, and the seat depth lets my hips sit naturally without rounding my lower back. I am around 5'9", and the extendable calf frame lets me find a comfortable leg position. I have had friends just over 6 feet try it and still get full contact from the rollers. If you are closer to 5 feet, the shoulder position is still reachable because the chair lets you nudge the rollers up or down to match your height. Moving it is the part nobody likes to talk about. It is heavy, somewhere around 200 pounds, and it feels like real furniture. Mine arrived almost fully assembled. I slid it into place with a hand truck, connected a couple of color-coded cables, and it was ready. That took maybe 10 minutes. I would not plan on moving it from room to room, pick a spot and commit. The saving grace is the space-saving slide. When it reclines, the backrest glides forward, so I only needed a couple of inches behind it. That made it possible to keep it in my living room without rearranging everything. Using it day to day is easy. The remote is large with clear labels, and the on-chair shortcut buttons let me pause, adjust tilt, or change intensity without searching for the remote mid-session. The chair transitions into zero gravity smoothly, lifting my legs slightly above heart level and tilting my torso back until the pressure along my spine feels evenly distributed. There is no abrupt jerk. It is a steady movement that feels secure. The rollers travel on a long track that follows the curve of the spine and then continues into the seat, so the massage does not stop at the lower back. That continuous path is what makes it feel more natural than chairs that only work the upper back. Core performance is what matters, and this is where it wins me over. The rollers have a firm, human-like feel. In the default setting, I can feel them trace the muscles along my spine, pause to knead a tight spot near my shoulder blade, then glide down toward the lower back and into the top of the glutes. I can switch between kneading, tapping, rolling, Shiatsu-style movements, or combinations. I like the combination mode for daily use because it changes tempo and direction enough to keep my muscles from resisting. On sore days, I dial the intensity down a notch and let the chair settle into longer holds with slower pressure. On days when I lift, I turn the intensity up and focus on the lower back and hamstrings. The airbags along the shoulders, arms, hips, calves, and feet add a rhythmic squeeze that balances the roller pressure. It feels like someone supporting my arms and stabilizing my torso while the back work happens. I was worried the squeeze would feel awkward, but it actually helps me relax into the deeper work. Heat is available in the back area, and I underestimated how much that matters. The warmth is not scorching. It is a steady, comfortable heat that softens the muscles before the rollers dig in. I often turn it on for the first 10 minutes, then leave it off once everything feels pliable. I do wish the heat extended to the calves on cold nights, but the back heat alone makes a real difference. Real-world use has been simple. After a long day at the desk, I run a 15-minute routine that leans into zero gravity, uses a slower knead on the upper back, and adds a firm pass at the lower spine. The chair remembers the last intensity setting, so I do not have to tweak it every time. On weekends, I take a longer session with the feet and calves turned up. The foot rollers have a textured feel that can be intense if you are sensitive. Wearing socks or dropping the intensity solves that. Noise is a non-issue. There is a quiet whir from the rollers and a soft whoosh from the airbags, but I can still hear dialogue from my television at normal volume. The chair does a strong job of adapting to different needs. When I wake up stiff, I run a gentle program and focus on the upper back and neck, keeping the compression light. After a workout, I hit the lower back and hamstrings, and I let the calf section extend farther. If my shoulders are tight from camera work, I position the rollers a little higher and let the airbags pin the shoulders so the kneading can target the muscles next to the shoulder blades. The chair allows me to manually nudge the rollers to a spot and stay there, which is useful when a particular knot needs attention. There are small touches that make the experience feel thoughtful. The built-in Bluetooth speakers are not audiophile grade, but they are clear enough for calm music or a meditation track. Connecting my phone takes a few seconds, and it stays paired between sessions. The phone holder is in a convenient spot, and the charging port means I can top off while I relax. The side controls are a relief when I do not want to hold the remote. The upholstery wipes clean with a damp cloth, and after daily use for a few weeks, the seat and arm areas still look new. I have not noticed any odd smells or creaking, which is something I have run into with cheaper chairs. There are a few things to keep in mind. The chair is big and heavy. Measure your doorway and the space where it will live and bring a friend when you set it up. The presets are clear, but there are many options, and the first few days can feel like learning a new appliance. I would start with a gentle program and step up as your body adjusts. If you are very broad in the shoulders, the compression there might feel snug at the strongest level, so back it off a notch. And while the heat on the back is excellent, it would be great to have warmth in the lower leg area too. One of my favorite use cases is a nightly unwind routine. I recline into zero gravity, play a slow playlist through the speakers, and set a 20-minute combination massage with medium intensity and heat on. I keep my eyes closed for the first half and then open them to finish a show. Because the chair is quiet, the massage does not fight with dialogue. I stand up feeling loose and ready for sleep. On busy work days, I use a 10-minute quick program over lunch to reset my posture. The focused pass on the mid-back lifts the weight off my neck and helps me sit straighter for the afternoon. After workouts, I shift the emphasis to the lower back, glutes, and calves, and I let the foot rollers do the heavy lifting. I would put that post-workout session up there with a visit to a therapist for basic recovery. What makes it stand out for me is the combination of the long back and seat track with the zero gravity position. That pairing lets the rollers maintain pressure along the whole length of my back in a single pass, while my body is reclined in a way that takes pressure off the spine. Add the adjustable compression and the gentle heat, and it covers everything I need for daily relief. The space-saving slide keeps it practical in a smaller room, and the controls are simple enough that guests can figure it out without a walkthrough. I recommend the Relaxe Zero Gravity SL Track Massage Chair to anyone who wants consistent, at-home relief for back and neck tension, or who spends long hours at a desk and needs a reliable way to reset posture and relax. It looks like furniture, it feels like a real massage, and it is easy to live with once you pick a spot for it. If you want a massage chair that balances strong performance with thoughtful design and does not demand a learning curve every time you sit down, this one has earned a permanent place in my routine. Please check the comments section for detailed information about the Relaxe Zero Gravity SL Track Massage Chair. Thank you for watching.